pitch secrets. Master the pitch secrets from the sharks. Hello, everyone. My name is Tessa, and I'm with the IdeaPros marketing team. Today, we're talking about mastering our pitch, but we're going to learn from the best. I don't know, actually, if you guys can tell me in the chat how many of you watch Shark Tank, which is one of my favorite shows. I love to watch and just observe people in their pitching rawness and really learn from it. So let me know in the chat if you typically watch Shark Tank. A lot of our inventors and idea generators do. I'd love to see if you guys do. But we have some of the most notable examples of people and brands that found success after appearing on Shark Tank. So I have some observations for you, and we're going to talk about what components, what pieces they had in their pitches that really made them work. So let's dive into them. I'm also going to put on for you the YouTube links to their pitches so that you can see how this looks, how it works when somebody is doing a great pitch, and kind of the questions that come up for people along the way. So first off, we're going to talk about Scrub Daddy. And if you guys remember, Scrub Daddy is a sponge that has this awesome little smiley face. And I know it's oh, I love it. Joy, which is Clarice. Shark Tank is painful. It's a little painful to watch people have to go through this, but you got to get some of those no's and hear that how to react. You know, you learn so much. I think it is hard, but if we take the time to look at them and really analyze what's going on in the successful ones, I think we all can do better at pitching. So today we have the Shark Tank episode I put in the chat. Don't leave me yet. You can go look at them after, and I'll have all these. If you want to say list in the chat, I will send you the whole list of these shows so that you can just grab them really easily from messages. But this was Scrub Daddy. And Scrub Daddy, again, was this little face, and I actually own the sponge. Normally, it's in my house, and I would have been able to show you, but it's a little smiley face, and they have now Scrub Babies and Scrub Daddy and Scrub Mommy, who has two sides. But the pitch was just awesome. The gentleman who was pitching, Aaron Krause, he delivered this really memorable pitch, really demonstrating all of the pain points that people were experiencing in their kitchen. And my favorite part about this little sponge is the smile, because it actually cleans your silverware really, really well. And non-scratching, he went through all of the features that people really, the pain points that people were experiencing in their kitchens, cleaning their dishes, odor resistance, germs. I mean, all the things that people typically need to, are concerned about, right? He covered all of those. And really, I think the way for us to look at this, why was that pitch so successful? He did a great demonstration. He literally had a kitchen in the studio. He was washing dishes for everyone, but demonstrating all these things to them and how easy it was. I literally gave a Scrub Daddy, actually the Scrub Mommy, which has two sides, a like harsh scrubbing one and the soft sponge. I gave it for Christmas because it's so much something I love, and that it really does save time. I think they covered all the things, do it faster, do it better, be cleaner, all the main things, pain points that people were addressing, addressing the common household needs that we have. And he was able to do that. And obviously all of his numbers were great. And so that got picked up and is to date one of the most successful Shark Tank products of all time. So definitely go check out that video and just see how he pitched it. It was very, very good. All right, so the next one I'm going to cover with you guys. This one is Bombas, and I hope I'm saying that right, because it's been a while since I've watched that video. But this one is I love how their story is told. Really, they're high quality socks, but every pair sold, they donate a pair to someone in need. And so when they that that human nature and being able to help people really came out in this episode. It helped to highlight how that they had a strong mission and a social, this one's really important, social entrepreneurship model or social, it's going to help the people as a whole, right? So when we can look at the bigger picture and make a big impact, that's something that people can really get behind. They can get behind buying a pair of socks because someone else gets a pair of socks. And even if it was higher price, they might be able to pay a little bit more because they know that that's what they're doing. They're giving this back. They're giving back to society. So I think there's a really strong correlation to why that did so well. They had tremendous growth after the Shark Tank episode. And again, got to go check it out just to see how they talked about their mission and their cause, because having a cause behind your brand can help people to connect with you on a personal level where maybe socks weren't something that they would personally connect with. They were endeared to that brand because of the mission that they had and how much they were helping. So I love that when you can combine great product with social responsibility, and it really resonated well with the sharks and the broader market as well. Awesome. And if you guys have any examples, or if you, I know we had some Shark Tank I wanted to get Ira on for you guys. Ira's been on Shark Tank. He's one of our team members, and he's a hoot anyway, but we'll have to have him on as a guest later, kind of do a part 2 of this. Like, what is it like to be on a Shark Tank show, right? Because that's so cool. If you're in Canada, you might have Dragon's Den. And that's the equivalent of our Shark Tank. Yep, Dragon's Den. You got it. But number 3 on my list of amazing, amazingly successful Shark Tank pitches, but also just amazingly successful pitches, is Tipsy Elves. And this one cracks me up. If you guys haven't seen this one, hey, Mary, good to have you. If you haven't seen this episode of Shark Tank, I feel like I've watched them all many, many times because it's just like something I can have on in the background and totally be happy. But the Tipsy Elves one actually had ducks that came on stage. So I say that because sometimes when you are working and you're pitching, you have to be different. You have to do something that catches people's eye. I mean, when I'm doing social media, you have to almost have movement on that first frame. And it's not much different when you're talking with somebody in person, like back to, Scrub Daddy, like the gentleman was very animated. Like there was a lot of excitement, a lot of, energy. And with the Tipsy Elves, they had ducks that came on this stage and kind of introduced them. They were just outrageous. Their apparel, like holiday apparel, like not ugly sweaters, but yes, I mean, like they are eccentric sweaters. I'll just say that. Yeah. They did, but they had it was so bright. I mean, it was very entertaining. And the people were very quirky. I mean, the whole brand is kind of fun and quirky and holiday themed, and it really became popular. And they actually get featured on a lot of holiday time episodes that show how, at that time of year, they come back out and they get to resurface. So the founders really demonstrated an understanding of their niche market and presented solid sales figures. So I think that's something that we always have to take into consideration. Fred teaches this when he's doing the pitching too. You have to have numbers behind every slide because investors are looking at the numbers. You hear all of the Shark Tank judges that are saying like, okay, what's your numbers? Where are you at right now? And you just really have to understand them. But they presented all the numbers really well, and they had a great personality and market potential through that product. And so it was this really fun, super specific niche with a clear path to scalability. And they say strong existing sales made it such an attractive investment. So very cool. They had continued on with more effective branding and marketing strategies post Shark Tank as well. So that one's super fun. I only have 2 more, but if you guys have any examples of ones that you really loved from Shark Tank episodes, let me know, or at least give me a name of one that you really loved, and I will look them up and we'll be able to add them in future ones. But the next one that I loved was Squatty Potty. Did you ever watch Squatty Potty? This one is, they had awesome commercials. They had very well produced commercials that even to this day, marketing agencies will use as an example in teaching how to do creative marketing. I mean, this is a seat that helps you it's a stool that helps you go to the bathroom better. It's like ergonomically correct. I think that's the best way to put it, right? But they were on Shark Tank, and they did a great job presenting this concept that otherwise might have made people feel uncomfortable. They presented it in a really fun way, and that it communicated how this product would really help people, right? Humorous marketing strategies played a huge role in the significance of its presentation. You guys just have to go watch it. There's that and the commercial. You got to watch both because they are awesome. And really addressed a common health problem issue in a simple but fun kind of science-backed way. And so its success really helped with all the viral nature of its concept, like that viral media. The funny videos get more shares, they get more views, and they really embraced that and were able to spread that concept and really keep it in a forward motion, but super effective, very funny. If you guys haven't seen it, yeah, Odin, that commercial is very funny, isn't it? So loved it. Okay, and then to go to something a little bit more serious. I mean, it wasn't serious by any means. It was fun. I'll put it that way. We'll just say, I'm going to put the link to this one, which is Simply Fit Board. And so this one, they were demonstrating how a balance board for fitness and core strengthening really could be fun and effective, and it can add some variety to workouts. I love how they highlighted their personal story in this video too, and the commitment to the product. It really helped us to bond to that brand. And if you haven't seen Simply Fit Board out there, I know that this was one of those things that I was looking for a little while. I was trying to find it because I had heard about it. So the product, really, how simple, how effective. It's space conscious, I think is the best way to put it. You don't have to have a whole treadmill. You can easily slide under bed. So it was very easy to add to your life, if you will. But a clear demonstration and relatability of the entrepreneur's journey. So we talk about this in Pitchcraft, which I will give you guys the link to sign up for, of course. But in Pitchcraft, we talk about how the story has to be intertwined into a presentation for them to connect with you, to connect with the product, to connect with the brand. And so this one, I think they did a great job of intertwining the inventor's journey into it without it just being, here's my journey. It was very well tied to the product. So out of those 5 brands I just showed you, we see a couple main things. And you guys can obviously let me know what you see in those after you watch them, come back and tell me, oh my gosh, I can totally see that. The 4 things that I really see in here is that they can demonstrate their value. So they effectively showcase the product's benefits completely and in a visual way. I think that is so important because you only have seconds to be able to do this. So I'm going to put these banners up on here so that you can see what these are. So 1, it's going to demonstrate. It's demonstration of value. So it's demonstrating how valuable this product is, how valuable it is to the market, how valuable it is to you as the consumer watching this. It had to be valuable to the investor. So the numbers, all of that has to be in your pitch. It has to be able to do that to really get the success that you're hoping for. Of course, we want the funding, right? That's what Shark Tank always was about, was, do you get funded? Did you get the backing that you needed to make the product go to market? The other big one that I see in these, and a couple of them more than others, but the brand mission and social impact. So number 2, brand mission and social impact. If you can tie it into how you're going to make the world a better place and it's feasible, we're not going to end I don't know, end world hunger. Maybe that's feasible. Everything has to be something that the investors can see that you can make happen, right? So it can't be too big. It has to have a social impact that you can do and commit to and follow through on. All right. So number 3 of what I see out of these is that the people, okay, this is like, it's 100% what I always go back to, and that's understanding your market. They understand their market 100%. They've studied them. They know what they want. They know what they need. They can express it. The product answers that problem for them. It's 100%, aligned to what is needed in that market. That's super important. Understanding your market is critical when you're pitching to anyone, even if it's your customers. It doesn't have to be an investor. You have to understand them inside and out, which is hard. You're going to have to do some market research. You're going to have to, we have a great product, by the way, that can help you with the market research. Just side note, because I'm so excited about it coming out. But if you don't know all those things yet, we have a solution for you. You also need to know marketing and presentation have to be dead on. You have to know how you're going to market this to your audience. Also, how you communicate it to those investors in a way that's intriguing and captures them and keeps their interest. So having that visual things that they can see and experience. You can tell them something, but if you can show them, it's going to be even better. So I wish that I could show the screens to you. I don't know if Shark Tank would let me. I'm just going to drive traffic to them. Shark Tank, I love you. I'm sending more traffic to you. So please don't be mad about this. I am not going to show the video on the screen, but you guys have to just go check them out. Just go check them out. And again, if you want the full list of these videos in the chat, just put list and I will send you the full list of those so that you can go check them out. And I'd love to hear what you all think. What do you think you have challenges with in the pitching process? I know a lot of you are pitching to investors right now. What is your biggest challenge in pitching at the moment? Please let me know in the chat, even if it's not right now. If you come back to this and let me know what you're having challenges with, I would love to help you out, get some of the experts in to help talk through things. We just had a confidence coach that was on our partner meeting for this month, and that was really good to teach you how to have more confidence in the pitching environment. Loved that. So whatever challenges you're having, let me know. And I'm going to give you guys the Pitchcraft link so that you can go sign up for Pitchcraft. If you haven't done it yet, it is awesome. Fred, actually, this is a live workshop, and Fred Carey, the one that's raised millions of dollars. I don't even know now what the number is, but he's helped companies raise so much money and get the investor backing that they need. He's going to teach you how to pitch better, and you get to pitch among peers. So you practice with each other, and he'll help you to tweak your pitch. He listens to yours and gives you some feedback. So where else are you going to get that? Where, I don't know, Coldplay flew him out somewhere to have him help with an event. Like, you can't get this kind of help, and it will not always be available, guys. This is something we're doing right now to help people. We also have funding options. So if you're trying to get funding for your business, you're doing this pitching right now, you'd be able to actually get the funding that you need. So I'd love to see you all there. Pitchcraft is going to be on this one. The next one that we have is February 22nd at 4 p.m. Pacific time, but we may have 2. I'm not sure. I can't guarantee. So don't wait. Just make the time, clear your schedule, and come to that, because we want to, this is such a unique opportunity, and we can't always run this. Obviously, Fred's time is very, very valuable. So we won't be able to do this for very many more. And I hope this was helpful. Did you guys get any epiphanies, any ahas? If you did, let me know in the chat so I can just make note of it. Really, it's for me. We are here every Friday at noon Pacific time. Everyone, if you want to get notifications when we go live, hit the bell so that you can get notifications. You can also always go to our website to check out ideapros.com/live. It'll have the most recent live show that we've done. And you can also check out our blog, ideapros.com/blog, anytime to get all of the great information that we put out on these shows, plus anything that Fred's doing from podcast standpoint. You can find answers to your questions over there as well. Well, thanks, Odin. Oh, yes. Perfect. Practice. Yes. Practice and role playing makes perfect. I cannot tell you how much improvement I've seen. We have people who've gone through 3 of our pitch crafts because every single time they got so much, it improved, and the confidence level. And one of the ladies, I don't think she pitched live for Fred in the first one, maybe the second, but for sure by the third, she was ready to do it. So, if you're just beginning and this pitching thing is new to you, come. If you are experienced and you are trying to fine tune your pitch, come. It's just whatever level you're at, you're going to get something from this for sure. And James, yes, absolutely. I will send you that. Absolutely. I'll send you the list. No problem. Well, thank you. Hey, Mark, good to have you here. I'm so glad you guys all come. I mean, week in, week out. I know Patrick is here, and Odin, and Dr. Clarice. We have Grunt. And Grunt, you should put your link to the website in there. Grunt is one of our apps, and they are launched. And I love that app because I don't want to have to go get tools offsite when I'm doing things for the house. We're renovating a house, and let me tell you how many trips. In fact, Brian, maybe an hour away, had to have me go to the nearest Home Depot an hour away and then bring supplies to him because he had forgotten supplies. So I know the need for Grunt 100%. But and Mary and Odin, of course, thank you so much for being here. I don't think I missed any of you, but I am so glad you're here. You all are just so committed to your businesses, and I am just blessed to be able to be here with you. Trygrunt.com. Yes, go check it out. Thank you. Yes, Odin, you are a top fan. And I was putting together the post that said, here's our top 3 fans. So Odin is on my top list. Congratulations, Odin. All right. I know I'm missing my Sage Scheduler people. They are not here today, but I am just going to plug them because they are almost always here. SageScheduler.com. You can go find out more about that app. They are so diehard, and I miss them. Hopefully they're having a Valentine weekend somewhere or something. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you next week. Have a blessed week. Bye.